All right, so today we're going to take a deep dive into Gnosticism.
Okay.
It's this really fascinating blend of mysticism and philosophy,
Yeah.
flourished in the early centuries.
Yeah.
And we'll be using Manly P. Hall's book, The Wisdom of the Knowing Ones, as our guide.
Interesting. So Gnosticism wasn't, like a single religion or anything like that. It was more of a movement of seekers
Okay.
who, they craved a deeper understanding of existence, kind of like a spiritual think tank, I guess you could say,
Interesting.
challenging the norms of their time.
So instead of just like accepting the prevailing religious dogma,
Right.
they were like, wait a minute, why are we here?
Why are we here?
Yeah.
What is our true nature?
Yeah.
All those big questions.
Exactly.
And the interesting thing is their answers often drew from a
Yeah.
really fascinating mix of sources.
Oh, wow.
Early Christianity, Greek philosophy,
Uh-huh.
even elements of Eastern religions. It
Interesting.
was a real melting pot of ideas.
Yeah, I could see how that would have been pretty radical
It was.
for back then.
Yeah, they were definitely ahead of their time.
So where do we even begin to unpack all of this?
How about we start with their view of humanity?
Okay.
Okay, so Gnostics believed that every single person carries a divine spark,
Right.
a fragment of the true ultimate God.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the twist.
Okay.
They believe this spark was trapped inside of a material world
Okay.
that wasn't created by this ultimate God,
Well-
but by a lesser,
Interesting.
flawed being.
So, a flawed creator.
Yeah, they called him the demiurge.
Okay, so that's a pretty bold concept.
It is.
Does that mean like they saw the world as inherently bad or?
Not really bad,
Oh.
more like incomplete,
Okay.
like a pale reflection of a higher, more perfect reality.
Okay.
Imagine like a grand cosmic drama
Mm.
where this demiurge, he's known as Yaldabaoth,
Okay.
he accidentally creates this material world.
Wow.
And he inadvertently traps these divine sparks within it.
So it's not really about good
Yeah.
versus evil.
Well,
No, it's
you know-
about this journey of awakening,
Yes,
a journey back to our source.
you got it.
Okay.
So Gnostics yearned for gnosis,
Right?
which is a liberating knowledge
Uh-huh.
that would help them to break free from this flawed material world
Okay.
and reunite with the ultimate God.
Right.
And to achieve that,
Yeah.
they believed in the importance of both personal effort,
Okay.
like, studying and meditating, but also the guidance of divine messengers.
Okay, so messengers like who?
Well,
Like Jesus or other prophets?
interestingly, Gnostics didn't see Jesus as the only savior,
Oh.
but as one in a lineage of messengers,
Oh.
each bringing light and knowledge to humanity.
Okay.
They believe that figures like Seth, the third son of Adam and Eve, and even the serpent in the Garden of Eden.
Hold on, wait.
Yeah.
The serpent.
The serpent!
Isn't that usually a symbol of like temptation and deceit?
That's the traditional interpretation.
Yeah.
But Gnostics saw the serpent as a symbol of knowledge,
Okay.
offering humanity the forbidden fruit of awareness,
Interesting.
urging them to question the limitations imposed by the demiurge.
So it's like a complete
A total inversion.
inversion of that typical narrative.
Yes.
So in their eyes, seeking knowledge was actually a good thing,
Oh, yeah.
not a sin.
Definitely not a sin.
Okay.
For Gnostics, knowledge was power.
Right.
It was the key to escaping the confines of this material world
Mhm.
and achieving spiritual liberation.
Okay.
And this pursuit of knowledge often led them to challenge established beliefs,
Yeah, I bet.
which made them quite controversial
Yeah, that makes sense.
in their time.
Speaking of challenging beliefs, their cosmology.
Yeah,
Sounds like something straight out of a
it's wired.
science fiction novel.
It is.
Tell me more about this cosmic battle between light and darkness.
Okay, so picture this,
Okay.
Sophia,
Mm-hmm.
a divine being representing wisdom.
Okay.
She makes this cosmic misstep and falls into the abyss.
Oh, no.
And from this fall,
Yeah.
she unintentionally gives birth to the demiurge.
Okay.
So
So the
it's-
creator of the material world is basically a cosmic accident.
In a way, yes.
Wow.
And to complicate things further,
Okay.
Yaldabaoth then creates 7 archons
Yeah.
who are his sons,
Hmm.
and they rule over the 7 planetary spheres.
Okay.
It's like this celestial family drama with
Yeah.
the fate of humanity hanging in the balance.
With 7 suns,
Yeah.
7 planetary spheres,
Mhm.
it sounds like this ties into astrology somehow.
You're on the right track.
Okay.
Gnostics were very interested in astrology,
Interesting.
and they saw the influence of these celestial bodies as a key part of the human experience.
Yeah.
They believe that understanding these cosmic forces
Right.
could actually help us navigate our path back to the divine.
Okay, so we have this flawed creator,
Yeah.
his troublesome sons,
Uh-huh.
and humanity's caught right in the middle.
Right in the middle.
Where does Satan fit into this?
That's where things get really interesting.
Okay.
Unlike in traditional Christianity,
Yeah.
Gnostics didn't see Satan as some independent, all-powerful evil force.
Okay.
Instead, they viewed him as a manifestation of the demiurge's own negative qualities. Almost like Eldebelth's shadow self,
Interesting.
born out of his envy of humanity's potential for gnosis.
So Satan's not like inherently evil,
Right.
but a product of the demiurge's own limitations.
Exactly.
That's a pretty radical departure from the traditional view.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Wow.
Gnosticism was all about challenging those assumptions, reinterpreting traditional narratives.
Yeah.
And in this cosmic drama,
Yeah.
there's another crucial player we need to mention.
Okay.
Sophia Akhmoth,
Okay.
the fallen wisdom. She represents the divine spark within humanity,
Okay.
and she's constantly working to guide us towards gnosis.
Okay.
She even sends a serpent named Ophis to aid in our awakening.
Wow. So there's this cosmic tug of war
There is.
between ignorance and enlightenment,
Yes.
with humanity right in the middle.
Right in the middle.
Sounds like a pretty intense spiritual journey.
It can be.
Yeah.
But what makes Gnosticism so compelling is that this cosmic battle is mirrored within each individual.
Oh, wow.
It's a constant struggle between our lower material nature
Right.
and our higher divine potential.
And the goal is to
Awaken that spark.
awaken that spark to achieve gnosis.
Yeah.
But how do they go about doing that?
Well,
Like, do they have specific practices or rituals?
they did. And this is where things get really interesting.
Okay.
Because Gnostics placed a really strong emphasis on inner exploration.
Okay.
They use various techniques, including meditation, visualization,
Right.
and symbolic rituals to unlock that divine spark within.
Okay.
They believed the human body was a microcosm of the universe,
Wow.
containing all the keys to understanding the divine.
So it's not just about believing in something. It's about experiencing it directly.
Exactly.
Okay.
And that emphasis on inner experience is one of the most enduring aspects of Gnosticism.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, who doesn't want to unlock their hidden potential
Right.
and connect with something bigger than themselves?
It's a universal longing.
It is.
And Gnosticism offers this really unique and compelling path
Yeah.
towards fulfilling that desire.
This has been a fascinating exploration so far,
Yeah.
but I'm really curious to learn more about their use of symbolism.
Okay.
I mean, we've already touched on the serpent
Yeah.
Sophia,
Uh-huh.
but what about other symbols like Abraxas?
Oh, Abraxas is a fascinating one.
Yeah.
He's often depicted with a rooster's head, a human body, and serpent legs.
Wow, that's a pretty wild image.
It is.
What exactly did they see in this multifaceted being?
So Abraxas was a symbol of divine emanation,
Okay.
encompassing the various powers and cycles of the universe.
Okay.
The rooster head represented vigilance and foresight.
Yep.
The human body signified the divine form taking shape in the world.
Right.
And the serpent legs symbolized the mind and the power of the word.
So it's like a visual representation of the entire cosmic order.
Exactly.
Wow.
And it highlights the Gnostic belief in the interconnectedness of everything, how all things are ultimately expressions of the divine.
This is really starting to paint a vivid picture of Gnostic thought.
Yeah.
It's clear they were really deeply interested in exploring the mysteries of the universe
They were.
and our place within it.
Absolutely. And their ideas continue to resonate with those who seek deeper meaning and understanding.
Yeah.
But I think it's time for us to maybe take a short break.
Okay.
We'll be back soon to continue our deep dive
It sounds good.
into the fascinating world of Gnosticism.
All right. We're back.
Well.
And I'm still trying to wrap my head around all these Gnostic symbols.
Yeah.
It's amazing how they use these images and metaphors
Yeah.
to convey such complex spiritual concepts.
It's like they created this visual language, you know, to express the inexpressible.
Right. And one of the things that really stood out to me
Yeah.
was that constant interplay
Oh, yeah.
of light and darkness.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that cosmic battle we were talking about.
Right. That struggle between Sophia and the demiurge,
Yeah,
between ignorance and enlightenment.
exactly. And it seems like it's woven into the very fabric
Oh, it is.
of their belief system.
It's everywhere you look.
And I think one really striking example of this
Yeah.
is their use of the lion-headed serpent.
Oh, yeah. That's a fascinating one.
Lion-headed serpent.
It's this crazy blend of
yeah.
seemingly opposite forces.
A lion with a serpent's body?
Yeah,
That's a new one for me.
it's a powerful image.
What's the significance behind that?
So the serpent, as we discussed,
Mm-hmm.
represents wisdom and transformation.
Right.
But for Gnostics, it also embodied this primal life force,
Okay.
like a connection to the earth
Yeah.
and its mysteries.
Okay.
The lion, on the other hand, is often associated with solar power, strength, and even kingship.
So you combine them
Yeah,
and you create this image of,
this powerful force for change. It's
yeah,
like a spiritual alchemy
yeah.
that blends wisdom with action.
That's a really great way to put it.
And Gnostics actually saw this symbol
Yeah.
as connected to Christ.
Oh, wow.
They referenced the Lion of the tribe of Judah
Right.
from the Bible.
Okay.
So they were reinterpreting these traditional symbols,
Yeah.
imbuing them with their own unique perspective.
It's fascinating how they drew from so many different sources.
I know.
I mean, we've already seen
Amazing.
Egyptian,
Yeah.
Greek,
Uh-huh.
and Christian influences in their thinking.
Yeah, that eclecticism was a hallmark of Gnosticism.
Mhm.
They weren't bound by any one tradition.
Right.
They sought to synthesize wisdom
Yeah.
from various sources.
Like a spiritual collage.
Yeah, exactly.
Piecing together the most meaningful elements from different cultures.
That's a great way to think about it. And that approach can be so enriching for anyone seeking a deeper understanding.
Yeah. It reminds us that wisdom can be found in unexpected places,
Absolutely.
and that true spiritual exploration requires us to step outside of our comfort zones.
Sometimes you got to shake things up a bit.
Yeah, for sure. So
Yeah.
besides these individual symbols,
Mm-hmm.
did they use any specific objects
They did.
or tools in their practices?
And one of the most intriguing ones
Yeah.
is the Leaden Book.
The leaden book.
It's this small book
Okay.
engraved on leaves of lead,
Okay.
filled with symbols and inscriptions.
It's like something out of an Indiana Jones film.
I know, right?
This mysterious artifact with a hidden message.
Totally.
So what do we know about his purpose?
Unfortunately, very few examples of the Leaden Book actually exist,
Okay.
and their meaning is still debated. But there are a couple of prevailing theories.
Okay. What are they?
Some believe it contained prayers and magical formulas
Okay.
that were used by the souls of the dead to navigate the afterlife.
Like a spiritual roadmap for the underworld.
Exactly.
Oh.
Others believe that it represented the 12 hours of the day,
Yep.
each hour symbolized by specific images and inscriptions.
Okay. So it's like this guide for navigating the cycles of time
Yeah.
and the challenges that we face
Exactly.
throughout our lives.
Yeah, whether it's navigating the afterlife or
Right.
the complexities of daily life,
Yeah.
this book was meant to provide guidance and support.
That's a really key takeaway.
Yeah.
Gnostic symbolism wasn't just about abstract concepts.
No.
It was about providing practical tools
She was.
for spiritual growth
Yeah.
and transformation.
Mhm.
And I think we could still learn from their example today.
Absolutely.
But how?
Okay, so think about it this way.
Okay.
By studying these symbols,
Yeah.
we can gain a deeper understanding of ourselves
Okay.
and our place in the universe.
Mm-hmm.
They can act like mirrors,
Mhm.
reflecting our own inner struggles and aspirations.
Mhm.
Take the image of Abraxas,
Good.
the rooster-headed, serpent-legged being.
Right.
Think about its symbolism.
Okay.
The vigilance and foresight of the rooster,
Yeah.
the grounded wisdom of the serpent,
Mhm.
and the divine potential embodied in that human form.
Right.
It's like a reminder that we too possess these qualities within ourselves,
Oh, wow.
just waiting to be awakened
Yeah.
and integrated.
So it's not just about deciphering these ancient codes,
No.
but about finding personal meaning
Yeah.
and applying these insights to our own lives.
That's exactly it.
Gnostic symbolism can be a powerful tool
It really can.
for self-discovery
Yeah.
and spiritual exploration,
Mm-hmm.
helping us to unlock our hidden potential
Yep.
and connect with a deeper sense of purpose.
And this brings us to another fascinating aspect of Gnostic practice.
Okay.
Their use of amulets and talismans.
Using those gems engraved with Abraxas
Yeah.
and other figures
It's
that we talked about earlier.
Those are perfect examples. Gnostics believe that these objects could offer protection,
Right.
connect them with specific spiritual energies,
Okay.
and even aid in their spiritual development.
So it's not just about the aesthetic beauty of the object,
Right.
but about its ability to act as a conduit
A conduit.
for spiritual power.
You got it. Think of it like this.
Okay.
Every symbol holds a certain vibration,
Okay.
a specific energy,
Mm-hmm.
by wearing or meditating with these amulets.
Yeah.
Gnostics believe that they could attune themselves to those energies,
Okay.
drawing strength and guidance from the divine realm.
So it's like using these objects to create an energetic bridge
Yeah,
between the material and spiritual world.
that's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
And it highlights that Gnostic belief in
Mhm.
the interconnectedness of everything,
Right.
how the physical and spiritual realms are intimately intertwined.
This makes me wonder about their rituals and practices.
Okay.
Do they have specific ceremonies?
Well, unfortunately, a lot of the details about Gnostic rituals have been lost to history,
Okay.
but based on the texts and the artifacts we do have,
Mhm.
it seems like they placed a really strong emphasis on inner experience,
Right.
using symbols, chants, and visualizations
Mm-hmm.
to achieve altered states of consciousness.
So less about outer forms and ceremonies.
Yeah,
And more about cultivating a direct personal connection with the divine.
that's it.
That focus on inner transformation
Mm-hmm.
is something that resonates with so many spiritual traditions today.
It does.
It's like they were pioneers of inner exploration,
I think so.
paving the way for later mystical movement.
Yeah, they were ahead of their time.
Yeah, it's like they anticipated this modern shift
Yeah.
towards this more individualistic and experiential approach to spirituality.
Yeah, it's all about that direct experience.
Exactly.
And I think this enduring appeal stems from the fact that
Yeah.
Gnosticism taps into this universal human longing, this desire to connect with something larger than ourselves,
Yeah.
to transcend the limitations of our everyday lives
Right.
and experience a deeper sense of meaning and purpose.
And it's not just about personal fulfillment.
No.
There's also a strong sense of interconnectedness
Oh, absolutely.
woven into their thought.
Yeah, remember their cosmology,
Mm-hmm.
where everything emanates from the ultimate God.
Yeah.
Even the material world,
Right.
despite its flaws,
Yeah.
is ultimately part of that divine unfolding.
It's a really beautiful concept
It is.
that we're all interconnected,
Yeah.
all part of this vast cosmic tapestry.
And that interconnectedness extends to us as individuals.
Right.
We're not just isolated beings,
Yeah.
but we're integral parts of this web of life,
Mm-hmm.
each playing a role in the grand symphony of existence.
It makes you realize that our actions, our thoughts,
Yeah.
even our intentions
Yeah,
have an impact on the world around us.
they do.
It's like a call to live with more awareness
Yes.
and responsibility,
Absolutely.
knowing that we're all connected and our choices matter.
And it resonates so strongly
Yeah.
with these modern scientific discoveries.
You mean like quantum physics?
Yeah.
How it's revealing this interconnectedness of everything at the subatomic level.
Exactly.
It's almost like science is catching up
I know, right?
with ancient wisdom,
It's amazing.
confirming what the Gnostics intuited centuries ago.
So despite being rooted in the ancient world,
Yeah.
Gnosticism offers a surprisingly relevant
It does.
and even prophetic perspective on our modern times.
And maybe one of the most valuable lessons
Yeah.
we can take from their teachings
Mhm.
is the importance of seeking unity amidst all the diversity.
Absolutely. They were all about reconciling seemingly disparate ideas,
Right.
finding the common threads that connected different traditions
Yeah.
and belief systems.
It's a message that we desperately need today,
We do.
where there's so much division
Yeah.
and
It's
polarization.
everywhere.
Gnosticism reminds us that there's a deeper level of unity
There is.
that binds us all,
Mm-hmm.
a common ground from which we can build bridges of understanding and compassion.
That's a beautiful thought.
Yeah.
It's like they were calling us
Yeah.
to embrace both our individuality and our interconnectedness.
Right.
To recognize that we're all unique expressions of the divine,
Mhm.
yet part of something much larger than ourselves.
It's an inspiring legacy
It is.
that offers a lot of guidance and hope
It does.
as we navigate the complexities of modern life.
Absolutely. And who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe by exploring these ancient ideas
Right.
and incorporating their wisdom into our own lives,
Yeah.
we can help create a future
Mm-hmm.
where that Gnostic vision of unity and enlightenment
Mhm.
becomes a reality.
That's a beautiful aspiration.
It is.
And on that hopeful note,
Yeah.
I think we'll wrap up our deep dive into Gnosticism.
Remember, the journey doesn't end here.
Right.
Keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep that spark of curiosity alive
Yes.
within you.
Until next time, keep diving deep. Wow. So we're back and I'm still processing all of this.
Yeah, it's a lot to take in.
It really is.
Gnosticism is pretty mind-bending.
It is. It's amazing how, like, something that was suppressed centuries ago
I know.
can still feel so relevant.
Well, it speaks to the enduring power of these ideas.
Yeah.
You know, they tap into something so fundamental
Yeah.
about the human experience.
What do you mean?
Well, like our yearning for meaning, our
Mhm.
search for purpose,
Right.
and our desire to connect with something greater than ourselves.
It's like this innate human longing.
It is.
Yeah, and one of the things that really struck me
Hmm.
was how Gnosticism challenges conventional notions of good and evil.
Oh, yeah.
Like their interpretation of Satan.
Yeah.
Not as some, like, ultimate adversary,
Right.
but like a reflection of the demiurge's own limitations.
Exactly.
It's a really different way of looking at it.
It is Gnostics didn't see the universe as this simple duality,
Right.
you know, good versus evil.
Yeah, like that classic battle.
Instead, they saw this complex interplay of forces,
Right.
a cosmic drama where even seemingly negative figures
Yeah.
could play a role
Right.
in our awakening.
It's like maybe we need to rethink
Yeah.
our own assumptions
I think so.
about good and evil
Yeah.
and look beyond those simple binaries
Hmm.
and see the world with more nuance
Absolutely.
and complexity.
Gnosticism encourages us to question everything,
Yeah.
to delve deeper
Mm-hmm.
and uncover the hidden layers of meaning
Right.
beneath the surface.
The critical thinking is so crucial,
It is.
especially in today's world where we're constantly bombarded
Right.
with information and these conflicting narratives.
It can be overwhelming.
It really can.
You need that Gnostic discernment
Yeah, we do.
to navigate.
It's like we need to sift through all the noise
Yes,
and find our own truth.
that's a great way to put it.
And this leads us to another crucial aspect
Yeah.
of Gnosticism's legacy.
Okay.
That emphasis on personal experience
Oh, yeah.
as the path to understanding.
It's not about blindly accepting what others tell you.
Right. It's about seeking that direct knowledge.
Through inner exploration.
Right. They were all about meditation,
Mm-hmm.
visualization,
Yeah.
and those symbolic rituals
Right.
that help them connect
Yeah.
with that divine spark within.
Exactly. It's like they were saying, don't
Yeah.
just take our word for it. Go
Yeah.
experience it
Yeah.
for yourself.
Gnosticism recognized
Yeah.
that true understanding can't be imposed
It can't.
from the
It
outside.
has to come from within.
It has to be discovered from within.
That's right. And that emphasis
Yeah.
on inner experience
Mm-hmm.
resonates with
Yeah.
so many spiritual traditions today.
It really does. It seems like more and more people
I think so.
are turning inward,
Yeah.
exploring different practices and techniques
Mm-hmm.
to find their own unique path.
To find their own truth.
Yeah. To truth and fulfillment.
It's like Gnosticism was ahead of its time,
Yeah.
anticipating this modern shift
Right.
towards a more individualistic
Yeah.
and experiential approach on
Exactly.
evil.
And I think this enduring appeal
Yeah,
stems from the fact that Gnosticism taps into this universal longing.
it does.
The desire to connect with something larger than ourselves,
Yeah.
to transcend those limitations
Exactly.
of our everyday lives
Exactly.
and experience a deeper sense of meaning
And purpose.
and purpose.
It's not just about personal fulfillment, though.
Right.
There's also a strong sense of interconnectedness
Yeah.
woven into Gnostic thought,
Yeah. Remember their cosmology,
right?
where everything emanates from the ultimate God
Yeah,
and even the material world,
right.
despite its flaws.
Yeah.
It's ultimately part of this
Right.
divine unfolding.
It's all connected.
It's a really beautiful concept.
It is.
We're all interconnected.
Yeah.
We are.
All part of this vast cosmic tapestry.
It's amazing when you think about it.
It really is.
That interconnectedness extends to us as individuals.
Right. We're not just these isolated beings.
No, we're not.
We're integral parts
Yeah,
of this web of life.
Each playing a role
Mhm.
in this grand symphony of existence.
Makes you realize that our actions,
Thoughts.
our thoughts,
Yeah,
our intentions even have an impact
they do.
on the world around us.
Absolutely.
It's a call to live
To live consciously.
with more awareness and responsibility.
And it resonates so strongly
It does.
with modern scientific discoveries.
like quantum physics.
Yeah.
Yeah, how it's revealing this interconnectedness
Yeah. It's
of
amazing.
everything at the subatomic level.
Yeah. It's like science is catching up,
It is. It's catching up with this ancient wisdom.
confirming what these Gnostics intuited
Yeah.
centuries ago.
So despite being rooted
Mm-hmm.
in the ancient world,
Gnosticism offers this surprisingly relevant
it does.
and even prophetic perspective on our modern times.
And maybe one of the most valuable lessons
Yeah.
we can learn from their teachings.
Mm-hmm. Is the importance of seeking unity
Amidst diversity.
amidst all the chaos and division.
Yeah, they were all about reconciling seemingly disparate ideas,
They
finding common threads
Yeah.
that connected different traditions and belief systems.
And that's a message we desperately need today.
Yeah.
With all the division and
It
polarization.
seems like it's everywhere you look.
Gnosticism reminds us
Yeah.
that there's this deeper level of unity
There is it.
that binds us all.
Mm-hmm. A common ground where we can build bridges
Build bridges of understanding.
of understanding and compassion.
That's a beautiful thought.
It is. It's like they were calling us
I think they were.
to embrace both our individuality
Yes.
and our interconnectedness,
To recognize that we're all unique expressions of the divine.
yet part of something much larger.
Much larger than ourselves.
That's right.
It's a really inspiring legacy,
It is.
and one that I think offers a lot of guidance and hope
Yeah, it gives you a new perspective.
as we navigate the complexities of modern life.
And it does. And who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe by exploring these ancient ideas
Yeah.
and incorporating their wisdom into our own lives,
Mm-hmm.
we can help create a future
Right.
where that Gnostic vision
Yeah.
of unity and enlightenment
Yeah.
becomes a reality.
That's a really beautiful aspiration.
It is.
Well, on that hopeful note,
Yeah.
I think we'll wrap up our deep dive into Gnosticism.
It's been a pleasure exploring these ideas with you.
It has. Thanks for joining us.
Of course.
And remember, everyone,
Yeah.
the journey doesn't end here.
Keep exploring, keep questioning,
Mm.
and keep that spark of curiosity alive.
Until next time,
Until next time.
keep diving deep.